Veterans, do you know what makes your claim a priority before the VA? In today's video, I'm going to break down when the VA will consider your claim a priority. Make sure you stick around. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dwayne. I got a video for that Kimball, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. Before we get into today's video, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. So today's video, what makes your claim a priority? Do you know when the VA will make your claim a priority? Don't worry about it. I am going to break it down for you. Now, before I get into these slides, make sure you click the link in the description section and get registered for my next upcoming webinar where I explain exactly what I do, what I don't do, and how you can work with me. So let's go ahead and get into it. Slide number one. Here in slide number one, this is the M21-1, and it states types of claims that require priority processing. So if you meet any of this criteria, or you feel you meet any of this criteria and you have evidence to support it, your claim will be a priority. If you are homeless, terminally ill, a survivor of a former prisoner of war, experiencing extreme financial hardship, or more than 85 years old. Down at the bottom, an original claim for DIC. That's something I didn't know. Even when I rated, I did not know that, okay? So there's other criteria here as well. So make sure you pause this, and if you feel you meet any of these, now you have to start getting the evidence, okay? Let's keep going. Slide number two. Here in slide number two, this is the VA form 20-10207. Again, VA form 20-10207. Any VA form, you want to make sure you get it from the VA's website. Do not get it from anybody else's website. Go directly to the VA's website and download it. When you do, look in the top right-hand corner. You see that expiration date, August 31st, 2026, all right? So that way you know you are completing the up-to-date form. Now, you're still gonna need a prescribed claim form, like the 526EZ or the 0995. You're gonna have to submit this claim along with it. So it says priority processing request. Now, this VA claim form, not VA claim form, but this VA form has instructions, okay? So make sure you read the instructions. In any VA form that you fill out, you need to be reading the instructions. This is the first page. Make sure you put your name, social security number, date of birth. Your VA file number is your social security number and your current mailing address, okay? Let's keep going. Slide number three. Here in slide number three, this is the bottom of page 3 and the top of page 4. Section 3, reason for request. Are you currently homeless or at risk of becoming homeless? Don't worry about it. I got more information to come on this, okay? If yes, it says complete items 16B through 16D. Make sure when you're filling this out, you read it before you start checking boxes. Now, look at the top of page 4 where it says section 3, reasons for request. Continue. Make sure you put your social security number at the top, and some of the other VA forms, they have this as well, okay? Take your time. 16B, which of these statements best describes your living situation? Go through it, people. Be honest and check the one that most describes your living situation. But also, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have some evidence to support it, okay? Let's keep going. Slide number 4. Here in slide number 4, this is a continuation of this document, and it says this is section 17, Other reasons, circumstances for requests. Check all that apply, okay? Experiencing extreme hardship, terminally ill, Medal of Honor, Purple Heart recipient, okay? Diagnosed with ALS, 85 years of age or older. So things I talked about on that first slide, okay? And then it says give dates. Now, you're gonna need evidence of this stuff, okay? So if you got the Purple Heart, I'm pretty sure you got evidence of that. Maybe some orders or the certificate as well. If you're 85 years of age or older, your birth certificate, okay? Section 4, report of medical treatment. Now, this is also on that 526EZ. I can't recall, I think it's on the 0995 as well. If you put treatment in here, especially from a private physician, this will prolong your claim. Now, here they're saying priority. If you say you receive treatment, let's say 5 different doctors, your claim is not going to be, it's going to be labeled as priority, but it's not going to move that fast, because what they're going to have to do is send you a 4142, which is a medical release form that you're going to have to fill out, sign, and send it back, and then they send it to your doctor that you said you got treatment from. They will be able to see your progress notes from the VA, okay? And then they got to wait on that doctor to send it back. And if the doctor doesn't send it back, they're going to send you a letter saying that they attempted to get those medical records, but they were not received. And it's your ultimate responsibility. So what can you do? Get the records yourself. Okay, if you're able to do it, get the records yourself. Don't think, oh, well, the VA said it's going to be priority and they're just going to drive over there in their own car and pick up the records, or they're going to get on a plane or train and go get those records because I'm priority. It doesn't work like that, okay? Now, that's also when you complete that 526EZ. Same thing, okay? Let's keep going. Slide number 5. Here's slide number 5, taking you back to the M21. And it states determining veteran homeless related status, okay? So you just saying that you're homeless, it's a little bit more to it than that, okay? So VBA, Veterans Benefit Administration, those are the people on the money side, the compensation side, qualifies a veteran as homeless when a veteran self-identifies as such, to include selecting the homeless box on VA forms, okay? Or when there is an indication the veteran is experiencing any of the following situations: living in a primary nighttime residence not meant for human habitation, such as car park, abandoned buildings, train station, or campground. Now, it's going to be hard if, you're in one of these places. Now, I worked a case one time where a veteran got a ticket from a cop for sleeping in the park. They submitted it. That's what I used to determine their claim would be a priority, okay? Living in housing designated to provide temporary living arrangements such as, okay, and then transitional housing, you got a couple more there, all right? And then there's more, residing in an emergency shelter. That's why it's important to come here, read this information, understand what it is, and then get evidence. Could you get a lay statement from your pastor, or if you have a medical doctor or a shelter or something like that? Yes, get a letter from them, and they can put it on their letterhead, and they can give a brief description. Hey, this particular veteran comes in every day into our shelter because they're homeless and they need a place to stay, or whatever the case is. That's how you get that evidence, all right? Let's keep going. Slide number 6. Got a lot of slides for you today, okay? All right, so VBA, Veterans Benefit Administration, qualifies a veteran as at imminent risk of homelessness when a veteran self indicates as such, or when there is an indication the veteran is experiencing any of the following situations. Will immediately lose their primary nighttime residence, including owned, rented, or free permanent housing, shared housing, hotel or motel rooms not paid by the federal, state, and then there's some more as well. Residents will be lost within 30 days of the date of notification of financial hardship to the VA. Now, back when the housing market crashed, I was at the VA. Well, maybe a few years after that, I was at the VA, but a lot of people were still losing their homes, struggling to make their mortgages. And guess what they were submitting, saying, hey, this is a hardship. The home goes into foreclosure. If they were renting, then they had an eviction notice, okay? Or a lot of times I would see where they went to court with their landlord, okay? They were trying to stay in the property and they submitted some court filings, all right? So if you fall in that category where you're about to be homeless and you have that evidence, you know, they're about to turn off the lights, they're about to turn off the water, things of that nature, that counts as well, okay? Let's keep going. Slide number 7. I know I have a lot of slides for you today, but it's all about being educated, people, okay? So when you come to my channel, I'm talking about the 38 CFRs, the M21-1, the M21-5, educating you to help you succeed with your claim, okay? So this M21 manual reference, prioritization of claims from terminally ill claimants, okay? Upon receipt of medical evidence showing a claimant has an illness that is likely terminal in nature, all right? And then you go down to the middle, when determining whether priority processing is warranted, consider the likelihood the claimant will pass away before completion of the claims process and the probable need for additional benefits such as the benefits payable based on the claimant's need for aid and attendance. Now, don't get that confused, people. They're not saying, oh, we granted you SMCL in the past, so every claim after that is a priority. That is not what they're saying, okay? Again, make sure you come here and read this information. When I was doing research for this, you can see I'm at slide 7. I got 8 slides, okay? We got one more, promise you we'll be done. But there's a lot of information out there, okay? I couldn't put all of it in today's video. Last slide, slide number 8. How a claimant establishes extreme financial hardship. Documentation to support the assertion of extreme financial hardship includes, but is not limited to, an eviction notice or statement of foreclosure, notices of past due utility bills, and or collection notices from creditors. Already talked about that, people. Already talked about it. And guess what? When I rated claims for the VA, veterans would actually have this information. And I would look at when they submitted this claim, sometimes they were getting rating decisions within the same week that they submitted that claim. But trust me, those vets, they had everything lined out for us to go ahead and rate those claims. So again, a lot of information. You, the veteran, is your responsibility to go out to the M21-1, the -5, the 38 CFR. I'm giving you some of this information on particular topics. Continue to do the research, get the evidence, and submit it with your claim. With that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And as always, do not forget to share this video with your fellow veterans. Thank you.